It's December, so you know what that means. First Christmas video of the year. Today we're going to be going to the 5 top-rated chain cafes in the UK. We're going to be trying 2 of their festive Christmas sandwich options, including some of the new ones. Every sandwich is going to get a score out of 10, and we're going to combine those scores together and see who is the best when it comes to Christmas sandwiches. First up is Pret. I think I just have no luck when it comes to takeaways. We're starting off with Pret a Manger. For the returning Christmas sandwich, I ordered the Christmas lunch. They didn't send me the Christmas lunch, did they? They sent me the Very Merry Lunch, which is the vegetarian, vegan-y version. Not sure if it's vegetarian or vegan. Still does look very nice. It's a Pret sandwich, but not what I ordered. Deliveroo, give me £1.50 voucher back. Not great, is it? Either way, this Very Merry Lunch is malted bread with sweet potato and chickpea stuffing, char-grilled carrots, and a cranberry and port sauce. I mean, it looks all right. Let's see how Pret does. Okay, I can get behind that. It's not what I ordered, but I can get behind it. The carrot has a really nice crunch to what is otherwise a really soft sandwich. Obviously, the chickpeas in there going against the bread, very, very soft, and it's kind of soft on soft. The carrots are just kind of shaved al dente carrots. You can kind of see the wobble bit there. I'm gonna give this one a 6.5. Next up, we have the brie and caramelized onion toastie. This is new from Pret to 2024. I do love a Pret toastie. It's still nice and warm, nice gooey center, which we love the look of. I love brie, I love caramelized onion, and I love toasties. So what's not gonna be to like here? Let's tuck in. It tastes how you would expect. I really like the gooiness of the brie. It's melted quite nicely actually and goes so well with caramelized onion, as we all know and as it always does. The bread is nice. I would say what lets us down is the crust. The crust is a little bit sort of chewy and hard where it's toasted for my liking. Look, that's the crust. Really tough. Bread doth make a good sandwich. The bread here, not ideal. I'm actually going to stick to the same score I gave the other one. We're going to give this a 6.5. So Pret starts the leaderboard here with a score of 13 points. So I'm just here at the train station, on my way to London, off to Cafe Nero, because typically there is literally no Cafe Nero anywhere close to me, so we got to go to London. But luckily I'm doing so on the cheap today, thanks to this week's sponsor, Trip.com. Trip.com currently have a whole host of offers available for you guys right now, which is really, really useful considering it's the holiday season and you're probably traveling all over the country to go and see your family and friends. Firstly, every Thursday at 10 AM, there are 60 rail cards up for grabs at a whopping 50% off. You can get these by heading to the search bar, typing my special code SAM50 and clicking the link on the top. Railcards are pretty great. In general, you get about a third off rail travel if you use them. But don't worry, if you miss out on the 60 available at 50% off, that code still gives you 20% off all rail cards alongside a whole host of other discounts. You can also enter the promo code #YTB50 in order to get a load of extra bits of money off, including up to 8% on hotels, on flights, tours and your train tickets. Trip.com offers no booking fees and as an added bonus also automatically selects the best rail option for you by defaulting to split fares. Split tickets that can save an average of 30%. Finally here in London. Anyway, remember to click the link in my bio below to download Trip.com and make sure you can get all of these amazing discounts. Now I'm off to find a Cafe Nero so I can stock up and have some more sandwiches. Now Nero was actually a little bit of a strange one, to the point where pretty much every single Christmas sandwich there said new on it. So we picked up the festive focaccia sandwich and just the festive panini sandwich. Now the focaccia one was actually really weird. I'm not too sure about it at all and what was festive about it. Looked like it had a bit of sort of hammy bacon in it, some sort of caramelized onions, some kind of nondescript cheese, and then pesto. Tell me, Nero, what is festive about pesto? I don't actually know. Weird if you ask me. Weird. Why are you having that? Get the pesto out of my sandwich, it's Christmas. Don't want pesto. Anyway, it was alright. It was actually pretty tasty. Don't really know what was festive about it, so for that reason, gonna give it a 6. Yeah, it was alright. The festive panini, however, much better. This had turkey, this had bacon, and this had a little bit of cheese. Tasted pretty good. Tasted alright. Can't complain too much. But even so, not my favourite. So I think it's actually going to get about a 6.5. Not amazing from our friends at Nero here, coming at the bottom with 12.5 points. Now is the turn of the wonderful Costa. I quite like Costa sandwiches actually, so I'm hoping they do well here today. We have got an old returning favourite, the Pigs in Blankets Toasty. And for the new one, there is a brie, bacon and chili jam panini. We start with the old Pigs in Blankets Toasty. I'm not so sure I've actually had this one before. So this looks like a nice bit of cheese on top, lots of lovely sausages in the middle, loads and loads of bacon. So they're not actually pigs in blankets, it's more sausage and bacon and cheese. I didn't think I would, but I really like that. The cheese is fantastic and it's a really nice sausage actually. It's very sagey, it's like a sage and pork sausage, complements the bacon. The bacon could be a little bit more of it. You get pretty much like almost all of it is gone in like just over one bite. There is a little caramelized onion in there as well, which does complement and add a nice little bit of sweetness to it. It's a pretty tasty sandwich. I like the bread, I like the cheese on top of the bread. I think a bit more bacon, this could have been fantastic, but I'm gonna give this a 7.5. New additions here, brie bacon and chili jam panini. I'm not gonna lie, this smells incredible. I'm quite looking forward to this one. Will it beat the brie one we had yesterday? Seems everyone's doing new brie sandwiches for Christmas this year, but I'm not complaining, because I'm a big fan of brie. That's interesting, that. Need another bite. The brie has lost a little bit in this actually. It's very much overshadowed by the bacon and the chili jam, which doesn't really add too much of a chilliness to it. It's very much just an extra added sweetness. But I barely even notice that the brie is here. It certainly does look to be here, but I don't think it's as large slices as we had in, say, the brie and caramelized onion sandwich that we had from Pret. I quite like the seeded bread though. The bread is quite nice. It's just kind of like a bacon roll with a little bit of sweet sauce in it. I'm not overjoyed. I don't think this is that fantastic. This just gets a solid 6. Costa comes in taking the lead at 13.5 points by just a mere half point. Now I'm just going to say, I say this every so often, it's Christmas, you know, it's Christmas. Do you know what you could do at Christmas? Little Christmas present to me? Hit that subscribe button, hit it. So many of you watch these videos, like these videos, comment these videos, and you're not subscribed. Why not? Hit that button. Spread your festive joy today so I can keep making these videos for you. Because I love it. I've had a great year. It's been mad. Smack that subscribe button for me. What am I doing? Just hit subscribe. Now M&S, you might be confused why am I going to M&S. It is a chain cafe. It is slightly higher end in the sense that it's M&S. You can take away. I decided to eat in and I got their 2 new festive sandwiches, being their ham hock and turkey and their cheese board toasty. I started with the ham hock and turkey, and let me tell you, out of every single sandwich that I have had so far in this video, oh, amazing, incredible. This is the best one yet. It was really, really good, friends. It tasted beautiful, had a good amount of every single filling. Every single filling was really, really well done, really, really tasty. Happily, easily gave that a 9. But what's more, you can get a little pot of gravy on the side. That little pot of gravy, oh my God, elevated it even further. That, my friends, that 9.5. That gravy makes it even better. Without the gravy, I think that was a 9. With the gravy, I'm going 9.5. That is a good toasty. But seeing as that's an extra, we'll stick to the score of 9, which is still incredibly reputable and incredibly good. So, M&S, blowing me out of the water here. Second sandwich though, it was time for my dessert in sandwich form, in that it was the cheese board toasty. Now the cheese board toasty, bit different, bit interesting. It was like 2 or 3 different types of cheese, not sure which ones. And then it had a caramelized onion chutney and just some raw red onions in it. You know, it was okay. Like, I did try dipping it in the gravy as well, and that just made it taste of the gravy. It was okay, it was just very nondescript and there wasn't enough of the chutney or enough of the onions to sort of cut through how gooey and cheesy it was. This is good, but it does not beat the other sandwich. I wasn't particularly impressed. It was okay, but it was just like cheese for the sake of cheese. It's just got a 5. Even so, that puts M&S in the lead with a whopping 14 points. Finally, it is time for Starbucks, where I have just ordered the Festive Feast Panini. Looks pretty good, smells pretty good, and the 'Tis the Season sandwich. This is hot, so we're going to start with it. It looks really good. From the looks of it, we have a bit of turkey, a bit of cheese, a bit of bacon, some smatterings of stuffing, and what I can only assume is a gravy-soaked bread, which is quite exciting. So we'll try this first. We need another bite. One more for good measure. Okay, so it's good. The flavours of a Christmas dinner are there. The turkey, it's nice, but it is a little bit dry. The bacon is that coffee shop, you know, flimsy, not great bacon. The cheese is there, there's sort of a bit of a binding, and the little bits of stuffing you get, they're pretty nice. What holds this together is using the gravy as a sauce. It's only a very light smattering, but it's quite nice. But altogether, I find it quite chewy. The bread makes it a little bit chewy, the dryness of the turkey makes it a little bit chewy, and the bacon makes it a little bit chewy. I also feel they could do a little bit of sweetness, maybe put a little bit of cranberry in there as well. That would actually be really nice, but it's not a bad panini. I'm not sold. It's a bit chewy, as I say, so I reckon this is a 6 out of 10. So this is our new offering this year, the 'Tis the Season sandwich, which is chicken breast. Chicken, not turkey. It's interesting. Mayonnaise, cranberry chutney, hickory smoked bacon, sage and onion stuffing, and spinach in a malted bread. It sounds like a bit of a zhuzhed up chicken salad sandwich, right? Let's tuck in. Okay. Okay. This is everything I asked of the panini, but just makes it better. The chicken is creamy and well cooked. It's not dry. The cranberry sauce adds a really nice little element to it. I like the spinach, big fan of the spinach. There's a fair bit in there and it is all centered around the middle. There's our little cross section of our bites. I don't really taste the stuffing, not at all, but the bacon is better than the bacon in there. It's a nice sandwich. This is a nice sandwich. It doesn't feel, outside of the cranberry, overly Christmassy to me though, which has got to milk it down a little bit. We'll give it a 7. Yeah, that sounds about right. We'll give it a 7. That brings Starbucks in at 13 points, which isn't quite enough to top the leaderboard. Well, there you have it. Final scores. If there's one thing you should take away from this video, it's get yourself down to M&S and have that ham hock and turkey toasty.